Hello everyone. I've counted the votes, and the card that you wanted me to talk about most is, and I don't believe I'm going to say it, it's the coin. I guess I had it coming, considering the video that I did for April Fools. Alright, you win. Let's see what we can talk about, shall we? The coin in Hearthstone is designed to counter the disadvantage of going second in a match. Upon use, you gain 1 extra mana crystal for that turn, and statistically speaking, going first is still slightly better than having the coin. The win rate is very close to 50-50, regardless of who gets the coin, but in the very top of the player base, going first is still better on average. And the coin was not the only plan that they had in mind to counter the disadvantage of going second. There were plans of giving extra health to whoever had to go second, or give the one that lost the coin flip a card called the avatar of the coin, but in the end they decided to go with the coin and add the extra mana. Going second is not the only way that you could get your hands on the coin though. There are cards like the Cut Purse and the Tomb Pillager. These cards have the card effects to give you the magical currency. Forgery is apparently also not impossible, since Kael'thas' effect also gives you a coin, but it seems like this goblin has not perfected the art of crafting the coin just yet, since the crystal is green rather than blue. So how does the coin translate into the lore of Warcraft? Not so well, and this is the reason why I'm struggling to find something to talk about. I can't recall an example of when a coin was used to increase someone's mana, but that doesn't mean that coins aren't used. Naturally, people need to buy food or armor or protection, and the way that people pay for this is with coins, is with gold. A prime example of this is when the Alliance of Lordaeron had defeated the Horde during the first invasion of Azeroth. Some orcs, they did not go down in battle, and most of the Alliance, they were not willing to execute them on the spot. Instead, they decided to build internment camps for the orcs, which of course had to be paid for. Lordaeron, Dalaran, and the other Alliance kingdoms, they used their tax money to fund the camps, which not everyone agreed with. People like kael'thas Sunstrider thought that it would be easier and less taxing for the people, for the citizens, to simply murder the orcs. But the law was Lordaeron's, and King Taranis could do as he saw fit in his own realm, despite multiple kingdoms paying. The internment camps were not the only thing that they had to invest in. The invasion of the Horde through the Dark Portal, it had left a rift behind, and they knew that one day the Horde could return. To keep an eye on the rift, the Alliance decided to build Netherguard Keep. From this keep, they would keep an eye on the portal, and if the Horde ever returned, they would be immediately warned instead of being surprised by the attack. Now Greymane, king of Gilneas, he was not happy about having to pay for all of this. He didn't understand why they had to build such a massive keep from their hard-earned coins, just to keep watch over the valley. His complaints fell on deaf ears though, since the other leaders of the Alliance, they were more than willing to hand over some coins if it meant that they kept their people safe. Young Varian Rin, now King of Stormwind, had recruited Edwin Van Cleef of the Stonemasons Guild to build the keep and also rebuild Stormwind, which had fallen to the Horde. Van Cleef's people worked very hard to make the city even better than it was, but the payment that they were promised, it never arrived. The Black Dragon Onyxia had infiltrated the House of Nobles, convinced them not to pay. Not even Varian was able to solve the situation, and the Stonemasons Guild rioted through the streets. During these riots, Varian's wife Tiffin was hit by a rock and she died, leaving the king to raise their son all by himself. Afterwards, the Stonemasons Guild started to call themselves the Defiance Brotherhood, and adventurers were sent into the Dead Mines to collect Van Cleef's head. It just goes to show that money, that the coin can do a lot of good, and it can also cause a whole bunch of pain, just like the coin in Hearthstone. So we did find finally a translation from the coin in Hearthstone to the coin in the lore. I do wonder though, what the exact value of gold, of coins is in World of Warcraft, considering that not everything is paid with coins. There are numerous tokens and items and whatever you can collect in game which you can exchange for gear or services. How does one, a Pexus crystal for example, measure up to 1 golden coin? What about the blood coin or the timeless coin? How does that translate into the currency of the world? Now I think that's probably a subject best left to cover by someone like the game theorist, but I do want to mention that Kael'thas is not the only one that can make his own coins. When you read the Sunwell Trilogy comics, we read about Kael'thas' adventures with Envina Teague. Kael'thas, he's in need of rest, so they have to go to an inn, or as the comic describes it, in a hotel, yet they have no money. Not to worry though, the Blue Dragon Tiragosa has the solution, as he simply conjures money out of thin air. Let that sink in for a moment. In a world where gold is a currency, blue dragons apparently have the power to conjure their own. Is it like in Harry Potter where the money eventually disappears, or can they flood the market with their fake coins and destroy the economy as we know it? Ah well, those are thoughts for another day. For now, I'm going to wrap up this video, and I really wish that I had more to say about the coin. I could give you an amazing story as to how a coin did adventures and battled against dragons and other mythical creatures. How a flip of the coin had decided someone's fate, or the real life coin that did amazing things. But this is unfortunately all I got. As always, I'll leave it up to you guys and girls to decide what card we're going to talk about next, so leave your suggestion in the comments down below, and who knows, your card might be used in the next video. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time guys, see ya! So I made this video, right? I rendered it, uploaded it to YouTube, I added subtitles, a title, description, annotations, everything that needs to add it to the video. Guess what happens the very next day? Wowhead comes out with this data mine information. The coin is actually being added to World of Warcraft. There's an item that you can fish up from Dalaran, very similar to the old version of the coins you can fish up from the fountain. I guess that's karma for you. That's the last time that I'll do an April Fool's video, that's for sure. Anyways, just wanted to put it out there, that you know that the coin is definitely coming to Warcraft. Just wanted to put it in there. Right then, until next time guys, see ya!